What's the real deal? How can you say that recovery is already underway?
Yeah, so the office market still remains to be one of the most resilient industries or resilient asset class in the Philippines. As a recap, we transacted close to 381,000 square meters of demand in 2020, which is of course lower than the 2019 landmark year, but still makes the Philippines one of the largest office markets in terms of demand. And that's despite being in the longest lockdown and with cases rising day in and day out. What's interesting is that in the last 6 weeks, starting January 1, we saw renewed interest. Activity has been very different compared to 2020. Um, Clients now are more open to go out to do inspections and meetings. And basically, with the announcement of the vaccine, has really given people hope and really a light at the end of the tunnel. And people are trying to now coexist with the pandemic. So with people going out a bit more, being cautious, we see that decision makings are now being faster, being done much quicker than before.
Is this demand because these deals had been signed prior to the pandemic? And do you expect that this might change, especially as there might be a lag effect in terms of the property demand space?
Yeah, so predominantly the demand has been in the offshore outsourcing BPO sector, and they have been expanding even at the hardest lockdown when we had the modified ECQ on Q3. What we're seeing now as companies in the US try to save on costs and protect their bottom line, one of the fastest ways they can do that is to outsource or offshore more work in the Philippines and in India. And given that the BPO sector has about 20 years of experience and track record today, as compared to how it was back in 2008 when they also grew 3x. This has really been a option in terms of finding a quick solution to save on costs. So we're seeing the BPO sector ramp up in terms of taking space in the market. Second is that apart from BPO, we wanted to highlight that there are other industries which are winners actually during this pandemic. If you look at e-commerce, they have thrived throughout the last year or so. And many of the big players and the small players are now ramping up in terms of office space demand or industrial demand. And we've been seeing a lot of those deals happen as we speak.